Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Monday. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's Monday. It feels like a Monday. I hope your week has started off fantastic. I am so happy that we get to sit here and we're going to chat for the next hour about what this week's project is going to be. A little bit of progress on last week, some sock knitting, Fiber Friends challenge, a brioche knit along that we're planning for the fall. We've got a bunch of fun things. So let's talk what you guys were voting for. So, as always, Monday mornings, I wake up and I'm like, okay, what do I feel like? Do I feel like socks? Do I feel like a sweater? Do I feel like a summer top? Do I feel like brioche? Do I feel like double knitting? And I came to the conclusion that I need to knit more socks. And I know some of you, when you saw the poll, like all the places on social media, you were probably like, what in the world is she doing? Casting on more socks. Because I do sometimes have a tendency to struggle finishing my socks. But I have method to my madness. Well, 2 I have 2 methods, maybe. The first thing that I did not say, have to tell you, I was in such a rush getting the poll up this morning that I didn't write anything, basically. I'm just like, "Here, vote." This is it, vote. Um, but the yarn is DK for starters. But this is beautiful DK yarn. I taught a two at a time toe up sock knitting class about a month ago at the Thoughtful Artisan in Woodstock, and it was so much fun. Um, I thought I need to make another pair of socks. And this was some of the yarn that the students could pick from for their class project. And I think there was 2 people knitting with the green. I think Anne was one of them. Anne is the owner at the Thoughtful Artisan. She is so lovely. If you guys are local and you haven't been to her shop, you need to go check her out. And it's gorgeous. It looks like I think we decided to call this one like mint chocolate chip ice cream. For some reason I was in like an ice cream mood and I thought all of the yarns needed to be named after ice cream, which, I'm still thinking is a good idea, and this kinda reminds me of mint, sorta. I mean, I think you maybe have to stretch and use your imagination a little bit, but it looks like the mint, right? So we're gonna call this one mint chocolate chip, and then I just called in the voting, I just said this was pink because there's pink in there. There's pink, there's orange, there's blue. So, so pretty. I don't think there's any names on these balls because that's why I was renaming them. I don't know what this would be. Could this be like a sherbet, rainbow sherbet? Maybe that could be. What do you think? Anyways, so both of these yarns are Lang Super Socks, a ply, and they're national park socks. Okay, so they're naming them after a park. I'm naming them after ice cream, you know? But I don't know what the name is. So I guess you would have to look on the website to find what the real name of this is. But you guys were voting for pink or for green. And this just knits up so nice. What can I tell you about this? It is 150 grams. It is 320 meters. Um, They are saying so they give you a little estimate here. They show you how the yarn knits up, and can you see? There we go. So for men, you're gonna need 700 grams, 600 for ladies, medium, 400. Um, I don't know though. Like ladies socks, 10 years, 400 grams. Um, okay, that can't be right. That can't be right. This 150-gram ball gives you a pair of socks. So I'm not Somebody help me out. Am I misreading this, interpreting this wrong? Grams, meters. I was going to say Mm, I don't know. Are they talking sweaters? 7 okay. It's been a long Monday. Maybe this is real obvious to you guys, but anyways, I'm just gonna ignore that. 150 grams gives you a lady's large sock with lots of yarn left over. So don't worry, this will looks like 150 grams. Okay. So the ball's 150 grams, but then it says, but then it's talking like here, it's talking like 600 meters. I don't know. And that part's confusing me. Maybe does anybody have any idea? What does oh no, what's Mary saying now? Um Hi Mary. Hi everybody. So anyways, 150-gram ball, DK sock yarn, 3 millimeter if you are a looser knitter, 3.25 is kind of the range you're looking for, and 150 grams will give you a pair. Um, oh, what is this saying? 50 grams is enough for me, even long. Okay. 50 grams, is that fingering weight or is that a DK weight? Yeah, everybody, I mean, you're gonna have to knit one pair to get your right foot length and your leg length and everything to see what you what's how much yarn you're actually gonna use for yourself. And depending that on your gauge and all that too, right? But anyways, 150-gram ball, DK, you're good to go. So pink and green. There was a lot of votes for both colors, you guys. I actually did a recount. It was so close. It was one vote made the difference. I actually thought we were going to tie, but one of them snuck ahead with one extra vote. So there was, I mean, so obviously there was a lot of votes. I think we had 117 people voted today. So, I mean, everybody liked both colors. The green is super fun. The pink is super fun. They're both summery and fun. And from the thoughtful artisan, she's like, I still have the green socks on the needles. I have to vote for green. Other people were like, definitely go pink because it is so gorgeous. Can't go wrong. Oh, somebody said go for green because things it's springtime, things are growing. Green is the color of money. I'm like, okay, if I knit these could be my money socks. I can manifest some money. Is that what we're thinking? So, anyways, it was lots of fun. You guys had lots of votes, lots of love for both colors. Just gonna take a peek in the chat, see who all is here tonight. So you guys get settled in. Hopefully you've got your knitting, a drink, maybe you're sitting outside. I think last Monday when we chatted, it was cold and wet, I'm thinking last Monday. And today it's warm and nice. So today would be a good day to be sitting out on the deck, out on the patio with a cold drink, your sock knitting. Perfect way to end a Monday. Let's see. I see Nikki and Sam and Lynn and Mary, Sally, Alyssa. Hi, Susie. Okay, so Susie said yes. She usually needs 150 grams for hubby's socks. Oh, a fingering. So you need the extra in fingering weight. Yes, that's right. So usually 100 grams will give you like a ladies medium pair of socks. If you're going ladies large or a men's, you may need that extra 50 grams for sure. If you like a tall leg and a long foot, more stitches around, then yeah, you're gonna need more yarn. Let's see. Oh, Alyssa, so you do have an 8.5, a US men's 8.5. So not so yeah, so you still get 50 grams can do you like a shorty pair. That's pretty cool. Hello, Diane said. Lynn, that's what I do for most of the day. Oh, that's what you did was sit out on the deck? Oh, lovely. I was in and out. I went for walks. I sat outside and did some things with people at work, and it was lovely. Lovely in the shade. In the sun was nice. It was warm, but the shade was more my thing. A little less sunny and hot. The shade was beautiful. Oh, hey, Amanda. Weather got a little crazy here yesterday. A tree got struck by lightning near our backyard. Yikes. Today, no storms, just really, really hot. Yes. And so it begins, right? Anyways, this is why sock knitting is the perfect hot weather knitting project. Okay, so I'm going to tell you which one I'm casting on. I'm going to have to find some needles. DPNs might be what I use for these because I'm not sure. Well, I might be able to find a magic loop needle. Oh no, I have to use magic loop because I'm doing them two at a time, toe up. Can't do two at a time on DPNs. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some searching or make a quick trip to get a needle. Trying to avoid using the word buy. Anyways, you guys are so close. One vote. The yarn that won with 50.4% of the votes. We're getting that nitpicky here on which one snuck out ahead. Oh, let's give me a drum roll. Okay, so either one of these were going to be super, super cute, but the one that is actually getting started, the one that is officially going to go on my whiteboard as the number um like maybe 25th cast on. I'm not entirely sure. Have to update my whiteboard, but somewhere probably 25 is pretty close. Cast on for the year is the pink by one vote. So, for all of you who voted pink, here it is. The green missed out by one vote. So, pink it is. Rainbow Sherbert. I kind of like that name. That sounds like a fun, summery pair of socks, right? So fun. Okay, so thank you guys for voting. It's always fun on a Monday to kick off the week, seeing what you guys are thinking and which way the voting is going to go. I I thought at the beginning of the voting, it was looking like green was getting. I hadn't counted it pink, green, pink, green, pink. I'm like, "Oh, green's gonna go." And but then as I was actually counting everything out, I'm like, this is looking very, very, very close." So, anyways, I think if I had a picked myself, I would have picked the green. But I am really, really happy to cast this on because it does look summery. Okay, these have to be dishcloth pictures from Sam, that are dinging here. Oh, they're finished dishcloth. Okay. Remind me and I will show you guys all that in a moment. Um, so yes, so this, my ice cream summery flowery socks. These are gonna look well, I'm guessing they're gonna look exactly like that. They're gonna look so gorgeous, and they're gonna be so fun to wear, either on a cool summer night or, end of August when the nights get cooler, definitely into September. September makes me think about the knit along. Let's talk about the knit along. If you join Jocelyn and I Friday night, you will have known that Mary started talking about this cardigan, a brioche cardigan that she had seen another podcaster wearing and talking about. And what was it called, Mary? What is that podcast? Summer Sun, something like Sun Sideshow? Anyways, a lot of us had never heard of it before, but the podcaster was saying that this was her very first brioche project. It is a bulky weight cardigan, and she knitted in like 6 days. So, the name of it is so super fun. It is called Fuzzy. Oh, am I got it right now? Let me check. I think it was called Fuzzy Ass Brioche Cardigan. Anyways, the name just on a Friday night, after a long week, we were, like, giggling like schoolgirls over the name, And we're like, "We have to see a picture of this sweater." So, we looked it up, and I took a screenshot of it somewhere on my phone. It was only, like, Friday night, and it's, like, 100 pictures back. Fluffy. Did I say fuzzy? Fluffy. Fluffy ass brioche cardigan. So, there is ooh, there you go. So, there's the name. What's the designer? Clara Eggers? Eggers, maybe? And sorry, this is, like, really crappy, but there it is. So, there's one color. It's done in one color or two color. It is cropped. There was one picture of it long. There is pictures of it, like, on all body sizes, and it looks super, super cute. So, there are some of us that are thinking about, well, doing it. I think some of us have committed to doing it in September, and oh, Sun Dragon? Is that the podcaster? Or that could be Cindy just talking answering somebody else's comment, I'm not sure. Let's see. So oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Nikki, I'll get back to your comment in a minute. Anyways, so brioche cardigan. Think about it. If you have not done brioche before but would like to jump in and give it a whirl, there was some requests that I do a brioche class in August. So I think that would be really, really fun. We will probably just do like little samples, like do little coasters. Um, just trying all the techniques, trying increases, decreases, one color, two color flat, two color in the round. So not specifically to make anything, but just little sample pieces, get the techniques down and you feel comfortable with them. And then go into the sweater knitting project with the support of everybody else who's doing the project. So that is going to oh, Cindy was answering me. So it was Sun Dragon Sun Dragon, that was the podcast name? Super. Thank you. So you could go check out her as well. Check out her podcast and listen to the episode that Mary had watched, and maybe it will get you all excited for doing a cardigan as well. Oh, yes, pink one. Pink one. Hi, Sally. Cindy said, "Oh, you do watch her podcast sometimes?" Yeah, that's fine. I have never heard of it. But that's always fun to find a new podcaster. Sorry, excuse me, guys. Okay, Cheryl. Oh, hey, Cheryl. Hello, Cheryl. Fluffy. I know. Did I say fuzzy? Fuzzy, fluffy. Oh my gosh. I got to somehow remember fluffy. Like yarn is, I don't know, fluffy. All right, fluffy. Fluffy ass brioche cardigan. It looks really super cute. It's top down, partially knit in the round, raglan shaping. It'll be easy. It'll be easy. I'm gonna get both patterns because I wanna knit them both. I cannot decide one color, two color, because you guys know I'm in a little bit of a one color brioche, um, I almost said rut. That doesn't sound very positive. Um, kick, a brioche, one brioche. I'm loving brioche, one color brioche at the moment. I don't know. Let's just say that. So I did that piece, that kind of aqua greeny colored, and I was trying to get a cowl out of it, out of that chunky yarn, and I didn't. I ran out, and then I thought I had black that was the same yarn, and it wasn't the black. I did not enjoy knitting with the pretty color of that like aquamarine color. Um, and the black was even worse. And I can't do this. So I ditched the project unless I can happen to find another ball of that greeny color. But Friday night when Jocelyn and I were chatting, I just turned around and I grabbed a ball from back here, and it was this goldy color, which is worsted weight, not a chunky weight like the other one was. And you guys, I'm down to knitting with straight arrow needles. That is a sign that I need to sort through some whips and either finish or rip them and get some needles back. But anyways, one color brioche you can do on straight needles. So I'm just going to carry on with these guys. I think I did find shorter needles because these ones are really long and they just feel very awkward when you're used to knitting with um circulars. Oh, Sally's asking, brioche cow and northern knits, correct? Yes. Jocelyn is going to take part in it as well. So I don't think Cheryl really committed to doing a brioche sweater. But I've been sending her good brioche vibes, like that she's gonna love it. It would be adventurous. It could be the thing that she has been missing in her knitting life. So, I think she said that she would do a little class, like, I can give her a little refresher, I can help her, like, show her how wonderful it is, and that she was open to thinking about the one color brioche. So, it is gonna happen. Okay. It was the whole I'm not committing to buying yarn. Well, I could possibly help you out on that front as well. So we'll see. We'll see. So I'm thinking we are wearing Cheryl down. So yes, the brioche cowl is going to happen, whether it's wildflower wool and northern knits or if it's fiber friends and northern knits, and we can collaborate and do a month-long cowl knit together. I think we're wearing Cheryl down though, so it's gonna happen on one YouTube channel or the other. So if you're at all interested, start thinking about it, start looking, grab the pattern, look for some yarn, and we will, um we will do some brioche knitting. Sally said, I want to learn brioche, but not sweater knitting. Well, I mean, that is kind of jumping off in the deep end, but you're going to get something beautiful and squishy that you can wear. So maybe, Sally, you know what? When I teach brioche, I don't have it right here. I always give people a cowl pattern that they can do just two colors, but just like this, right? Just picture this being two colors and you could just knit in the round and make a cowl just to get your brioche knits and your brioche purls down. Or there is an option where you can do some increases and decreases that make it look cable-y, and you can just do a panel of that, or you can do it all the way around, just however adventurous you are feeling. So I could also give you that if you want to do a cowl, Sally. Or you can go on Ravelry. I can teach you the basics, and then you can pick a pattern that you absolutely love and would wear, and you could do that in place of the sweater, right? Because we just want people to join in and have fun. So, um, we're never gonna turn anybody down. If you wanna brioche knit anything, it's totally fine, as I'm speaking for Jocelyn and Cheryl, but I'm sure they will agree. Lynn, oh, Susanna, yes, I blamed it on you. Uh-oh, is Susanna enabling somebody to cast on or buy yarn? Which is never a bad thing. Oh, okay, I'm just going back to Alyssa. What's this? I remember holding the needles was hard in the middle. Oh, school. Don't trust if I oh, okay. Well, I'm sure if we do it again, Nikki, okay. I'm going to go back here for a second to Nikki's comment. Okay, so anyways, let me show you this. I'm gonna go back to Nikki's comment. So this is the one color brioche. I restarted it. I'm gonna make this into a cowl because I just think it's fun and it's very easy knitting. I can knit this, I can podcast, I can talk and not mess it up. So that is high points for any pattern that I can talk and knit at the same time. And at the end of the night, not have to rip back. So I do. Once you get the hang of brioche and you know what you're doing and you can read your knitting, It is very rhythmic and it is fairly easy to do. Oh, Cindy's never knit brioche. Okay, well then this might be fun to try. Susie said would love to learn. So either okay, something simpler than a sweater. Okay. I get that. It is a little daunting. Okay, so maybe we will look like in August at doing a cowl or I know. We'll see what kind of get feel for what you guys want. Maybe we'll just still do like little samples and then September you guys can do pick a smaller project for the knit along. That's probably a good idea. All right. So, one color brioche. Pink socks are going to be cast on. So, now, Nikki, I saw your comment scroll away here, and you were saying that yes, you can do them 2 at a time on DPNs, but I'm assuming you were saying I would have to cast on and cast on, right? Like 1 set and 1 set, and that's not what I wanna do. So, I want to do 2 at a time, toe up on magic loop is what I want to do with these socks. So, um because that's what I taught, and I wrote up a pattern specifically for magic loop. So I'm going to use my pattern and do this. So it means I need to find a 40-inch needle. Size 3. I'm going to knit them on 3. I've knit them on 3.25 before, and they're okay. They fit fine, but I want to try them on a 3 and just see a little bit smaller if I like the fit any different, if I like it better, if it's too tight, and I won't know unless I knit a pair and wear them. So that's what I want to do. Oh, Susanna, you sent me a picture. You sent me a picture? How did you send me a picture? Messenger, maybe? Okay. Maybe this is the point in the podcast where we check pictures. You sent a photo? Susanna, do you want me to show this? Oh, on Facebook. Oh, okay, yes, I see it in Messenger. Do you want me to show this? Hey, Kristen. Hi, just got here. Oh, more plants in the ground. That's exciting. We'll probably be able to start. Last night it got down to 3 degrees, very close to freezing. This is the winning yarn. Susanna says I can show it. Okay, so Susanna sent me her yearbook picture, 1971 to 72. This is a fantastic picture, Susanna. I love this. All right. We did something a while ago. A bunch of us, we were like going back to our high school yearbooks and posting pictures of us when we were in high school. It is a trip down memory lane to do that. Okay, let me find Sam's. Sam sent me a picture of a dishcloth. Sam. Oh my gosh, Sam, it's finished. Oh, the cast off edge looks really good. How did you do it? Did you graft it or Kitchener stitch it? Okay. Oh, hey, Leah. Okay, there's Sam's finished coffin dishcloth. Sam, was this the one that you sketched out yourself on graph paper? Look at that. Fantastic. The cast on edge looks good. So however you did it this time, excellent, excellent. Okay, so there's double knitting. That should lead me maybe to my double knitting, which is not very far. But okay. I have quickly been reminded that the I like knitting with straight needles, but the thing that I don't enjoy is I'm constantly dropping one of them. Um, which I think I just did now. So, and yeah, I don't know. Keeping track of 2 needles just sometimes seems like a really, really hard job to do. Okay, my cast on. Last week's voting was for brights or dark. The dark was the beige and the darker green, and then the brights was the neon green and the royal blue. So the brights were the winners last week. and I've cast on, just barely. I've cast on, I've done 3 rows of the border, and I have 1 row of the pattern in there. So it's not enough that you can really see it. Well, you can see the start. So I did a 2-color long tail cast on. I have a blue side, I have a green side, I have a mistake. Right here at the beginning, see there's that blue strand in the green? Not supposed to be there. So I can ladder down and I can fix that. Pretty easy. So that just happened because I didn't move both yarns. I just moved one and I left one sitting at the back and it's showing up where it's not supposed to. But it is pretty easy to fix. I have got right here to here, right between my thumbs here. That is the start of a flower petal, and that's it. So I can say I've got the pattern started. You really can't see it, but see the 2 double blue stitches right there? And then green and green, that's the start of my pattern right there. So there will be some more of that. There'll be a little bit more of that because I now have to spend every waking minute knitting on my socks for the Super Sock Worldwide Championship. The qualifying round closes Saturday around noon, 1 p.m. and 1 in the afternoon, sometime around there. So am trying really, 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 really hard to get a pair finished. In hindsight, I probably did not pick the fastest pair of socks to knit, but that's okay. Um, I'm gonna give it a try, and I don't have them here with me, but I'm starting the heel on sock 1 tonight. I know doesn't sound like it's giving me a lot of time, but I'm hopeful. I'm still hopeful. It is cabled really, really easy. Doing the cables without a cable needle. This is what I'm knitting it in. I'm knitting it in Patton's Croy in this blue, which is called Saltwater. Yes, Saltwater. Doing it on Patton's Croy, 2.25 millimeter needle. I am still doing it on Magic Loop. I started off on DPNs and did the cuff, and then I switched it to Magic Loop just because it was fiddly and it was taking me a lot of time, and I just thought so I found a pair of a not a pair, a 40-inch circular needle, 2.25 wood tips. Can you guess what happened? Can you guess what happened? Little itty bitty tiny sock needles that are wood? Yes. You set it down on the couch, you sit on it, and you snap a needle. Yes. So that happened right in the middle of a nice little chunk of time that I had to knit, and then I had to go searching for another needle. So, anyways, I found a 2.25. I was happy. I would have went with 2.5. I had a 2.75 out ready to go if I couldn't find the right size. Um, I know, Jen. I know. It's nice. It's gonna be like, who needs sleep? I've got um I have some work meetings this week that I'm hoping I can get a little extra knitting done during the workday because I can't get any knitting done at work. So, cherry qualified today. Yay. So yes, I'm going to like knit like crazy. I Last night when Cheryl and I were chatting, I was saying that I was rewatching Yellowstone. So I find that's what I need. I need to put on something that I can binge watch and just going episode to episode just keeps me knitting. If I'm just, like, sitting there without, I don't know, something else to focus on, then I find I get bored. I knit a couple of rounds, then I have to get up and get a drink, and then I come back, I knit another couple of rounds, then I gotta, like, go do laundry, and, so, um so having something that I can just binge watch and go episode to episode without really even knowing that I have, like, watched 4 episodes, is a good way, I find, to, keep me focused on my knitting. So, think of me tonight at midnight and just be like, hopefully I'll have my heel done, and then I'll be on the foot, and then I can start the other sock, and yes, I will be qualifying. I will be sending my picture and my links and my Ravelry page and everything. I will be sending it in Saturday, approximately noon. So, fingers crossed, that I haven't made any mistakes. Like, I'm just thinking about getting it done, but it also has to be done without mistakes. So, fingers crossed. Either way, I'm gonna come out with a fantastic pair of socks in this lovely blue. So I will post some pictures, but the cables look amazing, you guys. Like, it is really, really fun. I say this all the time. I don't do a lot of cable knitting, and then when I do cables, I'm like, "Well, why do I not do more of this? Why am I not casting on more cable projects?" I don't know. So I'm really, really liking them. I really wanted to do the ones with beads, but in the end, I decided not to. So, but I would like to do those because the construction is really super cool. They're knit sideways instead of top down, they're knit around your leg. And I've knit socks like that before and they were really fun. So, anyways, I will I will be sock knitting. So these socks are not going to get cast on until Saturday night. And but that'll give me some time to locate a needle or go buy one and, hopefully get my other ones done and qualified. So, fingers crossed. Sam, did I read your last 2 comments? Nope, I haven't been reading hardly any comments. I've just been talking, and I haven't, um I get it. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go back here. Yeah, kinda like double knitting, but you are knitting one sock inside the other. Oh! Oh, yes, Nikki, yes. Actually, it was really funny because we were talking about that. The students that I had taught the 2 at a time, toe up on Magic Loop, we ended up talking about that because I have knit socks that way where you do knit them in a tube, and the biggest challenge for that is you don't connect your 2 layers accidentally, because that is a problem. You have to undo that. There's no way around that. Um But yeah, that's fun. Nikki, have you done a pair of socks like that? I'm gonna scroll back here. Yeah, I haven't really been reading comments, you guys. So, am I gonna be there this Thursday? Yes. Next Thursday, probably not, Sam. Let's see what else. Oh, okay. So Nikki said though. So when I said Nikki was gonna say double points and two, she's like, nope, one sock inside the other on a set of DPNs. Yes. That is fun. I just see, and there again, that's the socks, right? It's like there's so many ways to do it, so many toes and heels and sideways and all the things. It just makes it so fun. So I had said there was method behind my madness of casting on more socks. The fact that it's DK and I can knit a pair in a weekend. Three days, I can have a pair done. And the other kind of like reverse psychology that I'm doing on myself is that if I want to be a sock knitter, I just have to cast on all the socks. And then if that is primarily what I have on my needles, that's what I'm going to have to work on because that's what I have. Does that make sense? I don't know. That was my like 5 o'clock this morning thinking that I thought that makes sense. I don't really finish socks, but I'll just cast on more. So, I don't know. It sounded pretty good at 5 AM this morning. Maybe not quite so Realistic? But we'll see. We will see. Leah's saying the hockey's great, but I only really watch it because of my boyfriend Hunter. Oh, what do you are you guys talking about, like, NHL playoffs? I think the Leafs are out of it now, aren't they? So, that's too bad, but they did good. They got through the first round, which is pretty amazing. I just watched 1 game, but I didn't have others to watch with it. Oh, okay. Oh, NFL, in a football town? Yeah, I like football way better than hockey. Okay, so what else? Oh, the short hair, Susanna's picture, yeah, that's so fun. Alright, so, anyway, so that is what I've been working on. So, yes, I have got to knit this sock. I know the pattern off by heart. I don't have to look at the pattern anymore, which then also worries me a little bit because when you get confident and you try to like knit without the pattern, that's when sometimes things can go astray. But it's looking pretty it's pretty straightforward. So as long as I read my stitches, I am good. So I'm gonna try watch a couple episodes of Yellowstone, work through the heel. Haven't read the pattern yet for the heel, but how hard can it be? It can't be, right? Famous last words. I'll probably get down there and read the heel and be like, "What the heck is she talking about?" But I'm sure that won't happen. So, that's my plan this week. Sock knitting, sock knitting, sock knitting, and more sock knitting. What is everybody else working on? Fiber Friends have got 1 more week? What is it? Friday, Saturday, I think is the last day of May. So Saturday, you've got till Saturday to get a garden theme project in there. Could be a little crocheted flower doll. Cheryl finished her little mushroom doll and looks so, so cute. I'm starting to think that when I get these socks done Saturday at noon, then Saturday night I could try I could try crocheting something. I actually might just try crocheting a flower, like a snowflake, but a flower, right? You're right? I could do that, right? I think so. If I find something really, really easy, that might be what I try. And then we're gonna podcast. Show and I are gonna podcast Sunday night again the next couple of weeks, 7 o'clock. So our Saturdays are just being shifted to Saturday nights for the next couple of weeks. Cheryl's got a show this weekend. Next weekend, I'm away at a spinning conference. So lots of fun stuff going on. Yeah, so still time for the garden projects. June's Fiber Friend projects is a get her done month. So now is the time we can go back and look at all the projects that we've started from January. If they're Fiber Friend cast on projects that you haven't finished throughout those months, June is the month to get her done, get things off the needles, and then we're gonna start July off with picking a pattern from a male designer. So, Edwin, I can remember his name. Edwin okay, I can remember first name, not last name. That's not gonna help a lot of people, is it? Um, Edwin Ho, maybe? He's Asian, younger, he's got, like, really cool modern crocheted sweaters, vests, and things. Um Question is though, does he have women's patterns or does he have all male patterns or are some of them like gender neutral? I'm not sure. I just remember Jocelyn, I think Northern Knits had came across him and I just like saw what I scroll through his Ravelry page and I was like really, really impressed. Like really, really fun stuff. So think that through a little bit. I mean, there's Stephen West, there's Jared Flood. Um Though I mean, those are big name male designers, and I know there is a handful Cabin Boy Knits, Christopher what is his last name? But Cabin Boy Knits, I think he has some designs. Yeah, there's a few. Oh, and Mary, what are the 2 guys that I met when I was with you in Michigan? Why can't I remember? We'll see if Mary's still here and if she types them in the comments. Do they design? Maybe they don't design though. They dye yarn. They may not design. So I don't know if that would be worth a little bit of time on Ravelry searching and see what you can come up with. I think that's always fun when you do that and you find different designers that you haven't heard of before and give them a try. So it's going to be a lot of fun throughout the summer. We're going to do, well, oh, there's more comments here. Oh my gosh. I'm having seem to have trouble with comments here. Anyways, I think I have this figured out now. Edwin, so GOH. Thanks, Sam. So go. Edwin, go. We should do brioche for August. Oh, Cheryl said we should do brioche for August. Needles at needles at the ready. That's the pot. That's a pot. Okay, what are that's oh my gosh. Okay, yes, needles at the ready. I know of them. They're from Connecticut, but the other side. Okay. Oh, Cheryl says unisex. Okay. Oh, Diane's working on her. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Chance in cardigan. That's like sort of, but not really named after a Hallmark movie. Mushroom stranded. Oh, sounds fun, but my fingers are still straight. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so who's Mary? I wanted to work on squares for several weeks. Oh, you have worked on squares. That's good. I can't wait to see them. So our next crochet check-in is a Friday night in June, like about the third week, 24th or something like that. Let me take a peek. 27. Oh, it's like it is like the last week of June. Crochet Zoom call. Um, looks like 7:30 Eastern time. So that still gives us some time to get some more square. It gives us like a whole month to get more squares done. So yes, we chatted really early in May and now we're doing the end of June. So that's giving people some time in there. What else? I'm just kind of scrolling through some comments here. Liz, so not to throw a wrench in the equation. Oh, but how are the 365 squares going? Yeah, well, everybody else's are doing fantastic. The ones that I have done are lovely. The problem is the 365 number, which of course is no surprise to anybody, but I am still hopeful. I am still hopeful. I have some summer vacation that I'm really hoping I can do some catching up on some squares. But I'm loving it. You guys, I am a crocheter. This has been a fantastic year for me so far. I can now say I'm a crocheter and I am a spinner. And I can't do either one of those very well, but I am doing them, right? Because I'm just learning and I'm beginning. And there's so many fun things for me to learn that I'm excited for the next 6 months of this year to see what else I can do with crocheted squares. I can see if I can try and actually do a crocheted flower for Sunday's podcast. I don't know. That could be an epic fail, but it'll be a fun story no matter how. It'll be exciting either way. It'll either be an interesting story or I'll have a really cute flower to show you. But it can't be that hard, right? There has to be some easy peasy ones. And I have crocheted flowers. I did one on one of my squares. I could just repeat that one if I get really, really stuck. I could do that. So I could definitely have a flower for Sunday's podcast. That'll be my goal. um Sam, I've been missing everybody's comments, so don't don't think it's just you. Oh, okay. What is Oh, Susie says, "I agree with you watching something old. We have just rewatched Lord of the Rings, and the 2nd movie. I got lots of crocheted granny squares done." See, I know there is just something about just binge watching, right? It just time goes by quick, and you just get more done, and you don't realize how much time is just going by. Yes. I know. One of these days, the crocheted squares, I'm gonna, like, totally surprise you. I'm gonna be like, "Guess what, guys?" Dawn always knows what day, like, what it's like day I think when we did our Zoom call last, it was, like, day 144 out of the year, and so wherever we are, when we're, like, at day 72 or whatever, I am, like, envisioning I can have a stack of squares or 3 stacks or whatever that is and be like, "Here they all are, guys." I have not slept for 2 weeks. I've done no knitting, but I have crocheted squares. That is my plan when I'm on vacation this summer, so stay tuned. Oh, Max the Knitter, Nikki, yes, he was one that I was thinking of in Montreal. Yes. I love that, and he's Canadian too, for us Canadians. But yeah, that's nice. There was another guy, forget his name, but he designed the shirt look at what? Oh, the shirt, look at my holes. Oh, okay. I'm like had to just like get my head around that for a second. Oh, it's a nice layering piece, but he had a hat I wanted to make. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Jamie Watts that designed. Oh, Jamie M. Watts that designed Look at My Holes. Well, either one, go look at both of them and see. Hi, Louise. I know I love what Louise is like our admin assistant here. Oh, what is that? I love yarn. Okay, is that is that a pattern, Mary? Maxim Cyr is his name. Cyr. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, you guys are getting a list. We should maybe start a list in the Facebook Fiber Friends Facebook group, maybe, so then we can have something to reference to some male designers when we find them, or just tag a pattern, and then people can go from there back and see the other designs. Um, Sam, that is up to you. You just keep working on your challenge. Just do what you want in it. All right. Well, you guys, where are we? Are we? Oh, look at that. We're like 2 minutes to 9. Fantastic. It's day 146 today. Perfect. I am only a whole lot of stitches, crocheted blocks behind. That's all right. Not stressing about it yet. There's still 6 months. I can catch up. That's good. This is exciting because then that still means I have that many more squares that I get to play around with, because every one that I do, almost all of them, I'm like, "Oh, this is my new favorite," or, "Ooh, this is my new favorite. This is my new favorite." I think there's really only been one that I did that I was like, "Oh my god, if I had to make a whole Afghan of this, I would never crochet again." I can't remember which one it was. It was one that had, like, a 3D flower on it. I was like, "Oh my god, this is gonna take for, like, 100 years to knit all or crochet all of these, like, 26 petals or something. Like, why isn't there just 6?" But so that was maybe the only one that I wouldn't do again, but all the other ones I really, really had fun doing. And the one that looks very similar to the log cabin, I was showing that to one of Sam and I's friends on Saturday, and I sent her the link to that because it reminds me of log cabin, and that's one that I would really like to do again, and it was the one that you knit and then turned your work and you crocheted. You crocheted across the front, you turned it, and you crocheted back again. So that was the first crocheted square that I done where you turned your work instead of just going round and round. So that was like a huge thing for me to be able to do. And I loved it. And I would love to do that one like a bazillion times over and make a whole afghan out of just that one block. I could do that. Oh, Louise said Jared Flood, who did Brooklyn Tweed, is going back to designing patterns. Yes, I think did I hear that Brooklyn Tweed, like the designing part or the dyeing yarn part, is he's stopping that and then going back designing full time. So yes, that's very exciting. So there'll be some new stuff coming from him. That'll be something to look forward to. Sam, did I read your last comment? Um, yes. About knitting a pot holder for me. Yes, well, you can if you would like to, but that is up to you. Good stuff. Good, good, good. Well, everybody sounds okay. It sounds like we've got a lot of male designers that people are thinking. And it sounds like everybody's kind of the same. It's like, oh, I know a guy. Who is that though? What is his name? Who am I thinking of? We all know somebody, right? But it's like getting that finding that name. So we've got some time to think about that. So as we're clearing off the needles, we'll be ready to start a brand new cast on in July. So, all right. Diane is saying good night. So, you know what, Cheryl? I'm thinking about that, about doing, like you were saying, maybe we should just do brioche in August. And maybe, maybe we should. And people who want to just jump in and do the sweater could do the sweater. If people want to learn how to do brioche, we could do that at the same time and just work through a cowl project or a couple of different cowls. Okay, let me think on that a little bit. And we'll see who else is interested in something. We'll see what we can figure out. All right, everybody. Monday night knitting has now come to an end. Sock knitting, Yellowstone for me for the rest of the night. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for voting, you guys. One vote difference, but pink it is. So pink, this is going to sit, it's going to be my inspiration. Get the qualifying socks done for the Super Sock Worldwide Championship socks, and then I can cast these guys here on. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Hope you had a great Monday. Hope you enjoyed our knit night. I will be back next Monday with the results of if I am moving on to round one of the sock knitting competition or if it's going to be a repeat of Sock Madness. We will find out on Monday. All right, everybody, have a fantastic week. Happy knitting, happy crocheting. See you Monday.